Be ready. Start. These subject matter requirements are consistent across Regulation 4A to E and F. Stop. The approach and construction placed by the High Court in this court's opinion undermines the intent behind the MCI's insistence that a certain kind of education should be undergone, which is that each candidate for the MBBS course should have undergone study in physics, chemistry, and biology in each of the levels, that is, the 2 years of 10 plus 2 board examination or the concerned intermediate examination with practical exams in each of those years, that he or she should also have had English as a subject, and that the score in mathematics would be ignored and not taken into consideration. Stop. It would be in this context necessary to clarify that the equivalence relied on by the Telangana Intermediate Board in this case merely alluded to the general equivalence in terms of education at the intermediate level without stipulating whether the qualifications were equivalent in terms of the subjects in which she undertook courses for the relevant years. Stop. The stipulation of equivalence in Regulation 4 is not merely a formal one. Stop. The provision must be read in the context of the consistent conditions of eligibility prescribed in Regulations 4A to E as noted above. Stop. This court in State of Bombay versus RMD interpreted the definition of a prize competition. Stop. A prize competition was defined as including crossword prize competitions, picture prize competitions, etc., and finally any other prize competition for which solution is or is not prepared beforehand by the promoters or for which the solution is determined by lot of chance. Stop. This last qualification was appended only to the last subclause on any other competition. Stop. The court held that the qualification should be equally applicable to the other subclauses too, and that there was no difficulty in reading the qualifying clause as lending color to each of those items. Stop. In the present case, Regulation 4 explicitly refers to the subject matter requirement reiterated in all the eligibility conditions from A to E. The substance of the eligibility requirement indeed is that the candidate should have qualified an intermediate level examination for first year of a graduate course and studied the subjects of physics, chemistry, and biology subjects at this level, along with the practical testing in all these subject areas and the English language. Stop.